she's a Su'a girl. But Saimasina is a Tuikalehake. So Saimasina and Tayana have a son, and that's Fasi. That's where we're always sitting. Fasi. Gathered here today. And Fasi married a Lituli and Tialavera girl. Okay. She's Matalenga, she's a Lituli. Her father is Matauvi Lituli. His title is Su'ali. And these are their children here, where we are all descendants from. Okay. And first we have May. And these are May married to Iliamo Filiana. And these are their children here. Logo is a girl. Montaya. Let's see. Where's the check? Okay. So she married Ahirata. So the rest are boys, so they carry the Filiana name, right? But since the girl married Hirata, so they are, you hear Hirata, they are related to you because of long. Okay. So you come to Alofa'anga. Alofa'anga is a girl and married Malamalama. You can see Frank Malamalama has that name. Okay. She has a brother named Mawai. Mawai, instead of taking the father's last name as Alaipale, he decided to take grandma's name, last name, her mother's name. Her Matalenga's mother's maiden name, which is Tialavea. So Mawai takes the name of Tialavea. Okay. Okay, Valila. Bonai's, you know, she's a girl, so yeah. Her whole name is Bonaival.
What does that mean?
She says it means ugly when it's behind the bush, or when it's in front of the bush or in front, you know, it's beautiful. That's the meaning of her name. Okay? So Konai lost the girl, she married Unutoa. So you know when you see Unutoa, that one of her children, that they are related to you. Right. This is his first name. Moebanu, another girl, okay, married. Well, Mangai'a and / Toa. Okay, so you know the Toas and the Bangai'as, they're all Moebanus. Okay. And of course, the rest are boys, so they carry the Fonuti or Satele last name. Sometimes it's Fonuti, Satele. What? That's correct. Okay? So the boys carry the Fonuti. Okay? Or Fonuti, Satele. Then comes to my mother, Ruta. So these are my brothers and sisters. So Maria, because she's a girl, she married and into the Salima. Okay? So her last name becomes Salima. The rest of the boys either carries Muagututi'a or Tia, the short version of that name. So you have Lavi Malini, and then my sister Ngaula, she marries into T-Penny. So you see the T-Pennies? They all come from my sister Naula. My brother Ayla, my brother Setu, and then took the last name of Tuipelehake. So their children carries that last name. Okay? Maola, my sister, she took the last name of Ituli. Itula. I mean, Taula. Okay? So their kids carry that last name. Okay, so we have an understanding of our own genealogy, and I think what we want to do is we want to know a little bit of stories of our grandmas, you can say. Okay. Is there any questions here? Is something that you don't understand, so you know who we are in this group?
Mama?
Leitane, okay. Leitane passed away, no siblings. Okay, Pusila, their children live in Hawaii. And Pusila has a son named, okay, let me, Pusila, because he was taken by our grand uncle Su'a, Kipeni Su'a, when he was very young, from Samoa, and took him to Hawaii. He decided to take the last name Su'a.
But he was taken by our grand uncle, by Fasi's brother.
Fasi's brother.
Who was Kipeni?
Okay, Fasi's younger brother, the youngest of the brothers, his name was Kipeni Su'a. Okay, you should also know that our family uses the last name Su'a from the mother's side, because in Samoa, Su'a was a very prestigious name, a high chief's name, and they didn't know anything about the Tongan side. Okay, the Tuipelehake. Okay, and I guess Samoans prefer to be Samoans and not Tongans.
Mama, when we moved to Utah, I never knew anything about Tongans. I never even heard about Tongans. So we moved to Utah, and then we have so many great friends, and now we, Now we married someone.
What I've noticed that our family has married a lot of Tongans. Okay? And welcome to the family. Okay, I want to go back to Pusila. Okay, I want to go back to Pusila. So Pusila grew up with our grandpa Kipeni and took the last name Su'a. So his children in Hawaii, their last names are Su'a rather than Tuipelehake or any other name. Okay, so Uncle Pusila had 3 children. Okay, one is named Pusila himself. They call him Bumi. He has passed away. The other one is named Lawrence. They call him Larry. Okay, or Leitane is his other name. Okay.
Isabel May.
Huh?
That sister Isabel
Yeah.
May.
And the sister Isabel May.
That's the only one.
And they're living right now.
And they live in Hawaii, and they have. I have all their names in my computer, but that's the other people that we should try to get to our reunions if you have any future reunions. Because we don't know our uncle's kids. Okay? We know the 4 sisters' kids. That's who we are here today. But we don't know the living brother that took the last name Su'a, that lives in Hawaii. We don't know them.
I really, I'm gonna make sure they be here next time.
Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to that for those that want to learn about that Tongan side today. But I want to focus on some stories, maybe, and things that we'd like to talk about about these ladies, okay? The four sisters. And I would like to invite Alongo, for example, to talk about her grandma, May. Okay? When I was a little child in Samoa, I saw all my aunties there. Okay? My three, Auntie May, Auntie Ngaula, and Auntie Valila, lived in a... My mom. Yeah. lived in the village called Amoa. Okay? They lived in... Yeah, it's a small little village in American Samoa called Amoa.
And beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I wish it was more beautiful. Well, the sister village next to it is called Auto.
That's where everything comes.
Okay. So these, the three older sisters, May, Ngaula, and Balila, lived in Auto. My mother, Ruta, lived in the next section called Auto.
They live in Maua.
Yeah. And when I grew up, I spent many times in Amoa with my Auntie Valila, okay, and Auntie Ngaula. So, and all your parents, I have seen them in Samoa during that time before they came to America. Okay. We all grew up there together. Okay, so we were like brothers and sisters. These sisters were very close, and all their children, all of us that you see here, were not cousins per se. We were brothers and sisters. Because I remember when Pusila shows up, when Aiva shows up, when Walapa shows up, whatever, into the house, they were treated like cousins. They were brothers. And boy, I get slapped, when I do something wrong. And it doesn't matter,
You were the sweet Malamalama.
So my older brothers, Leitane, Walapa, Pusila, Manaya, well, we got slapped, because they didn't see us any different than them. They saw our mothers as their mothers. It didn't matter what house we get into, we go to Auntie Ngaula's house or Auntie May's house, we were all the same. Okay, that's how we grew up.
I think that is the same thing other family, the Samoan family does. It's just like you were born,
Yeah, it's like that in many Samoan families, but this Samoan family, I tell you, that's how close we were. Okay? So your parents, they were our brothers. They were our sisters. Okay? That's how close we were. So I'm going to ask first to Lomo to talk about Grandma May. Give some stories about Grandma May. After her, I'm going to ask Frank to talk a little bit about Grandma Ngaula. Some stories that she has. Okay. After that, I'm going to turn the time over to Maria, and she's going to talk about Grandma Ruta. Balila. Who's here for Balila? Olive.
I'm right over here.
Yeah.
She said, I'm right here.
Okay. So let's go with that right now. So I'll turn the time over to.